there is no doubt that pizza is one of the most favourite foods on the planet, and here in Perth it's no different. So I am joined by restaurant owner Herve Tabourel here in, now how do you pronounce your restaurant, Herve? Is it Breizh or Breizh? Someone pronounce to me as Breizh.
Breizh.
Right, you heard that, Gavin. So we're going to make pizza today.
Yes.
So the base, tell us about the base. What makes yours different from lots of other restaurants?
Well, what makes a big difference from other restaurants is oven, because we use hardwood burning oven, which makes the difference in the flavor of the pizza. Also, we use Napolitan based, which is the most common in Italy and the best light dough.
So you're going to flick it about for us a bit?
Well, a little bit, if you want. I'm not Italian, but you know,
so
I learned with the Italian chef.
How long does that prove for?
Well, you've got different process. You have so you make the dough. You use some fresh yeast, some flour imported from Italy, some sea salt, and some water. And you ferment. You leave it fermented for about a couple of hours. And also, this is the first time you prove your dough. After that, if you want to slow the process, you leave the dough inside the fridge. So that will still ferment, but slow.
And how long is it in the fridge for?
Well, you can keep the dough for 3-4 days, you know, and as you keep it, it's harder to work, but it's much lighter and much more flavor because it's more fermentation.
Now, Breizh is known for having lovely thin bases.
Yes.
So would you like to prepare your base?
Yes.
And then we'll put it together. That's fantastic. So just chat us what you're doing.
Well, I'm just going to make the shape of the pizza and trying to stretch it as much as possible to make it the lightest possible.
So it's not a rolling pin inside, Terry?
No. Well, we could use a rolling pin, but we don't need to. This is a traditional way because usually in other pizzeria they use trays, so that they don't get the flavor of the ground, the floor of the oven. You know, that makes all the difference.
So you're just making sure it doesn't stick?
Yes. So I got the shape. I'm just going to add the tomato sauce.
And is that
which we make ourselves. We reduce some onions and fresh tomatoes for a few hours on the stove.
That's all freshly made here in the restaurant?
Yes.
So now,
I use some fresh.
What kind of pizza is it you're making?
I'm going to make a Mediterranean pizza, which is one of the favorites in Breizh. So some marinated chicken, some fresh mozzarella, some sliced spicy chorizo, and some sauteed onions also, and some roasted peppers.
And this is one of the most asked for pizzas here in the restaurant.
Yes, we sell a lot of this one. Yeah.
And what's the most unusual topping you've been asked for? Anything?
Well, actually, we are very different from other pizzeria because we use a lot of French product in our topping. So as French black pudding, Toulouse sausages. So this is very unusual. You wouldn't see that in other pizzeria. We also use like some brie, you know. So usually you go to a pizzeria, they're always the same pizza. You know. Here we try to be totally different, and also people they can choose their own topping.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it in the oven now.
That's it
so
in the oven.
How long does it cook for?
So the oven is got to be at 300 degrees, which makes a big difference. So our pizza will cook in 90 seconds.
Really?
So I have to keep an eye on it.
Wow.
If you excuse me.
Yeah. 90 seconds. That's unbelievable. That's so quick.
Yeah, because of such a high temperature, and the foot of the oven with the fire on the left So the flame will even make it get some nice color and also some nice taste with the hardwood. The smoke will make a big difference. So the best is to use oak wood.
Right. You get
Because
more
of the
flavour.
flavour.
You're right. Okay.
So I just turn it every 20 seconds, 4 times, pizza ready.
Wow, that's fantastic. And the pizza oven, is it just used for cooking pizza?
No,
No?
we can use it for totally different things. The only thing is like we have to get the temperature right down. It's dependent on what we're cooking. We cook our bread every morning, so what we do is at night we have about 350 degrees on the oven. We keep all the hash in, all the braise. Close the oven. As we come back in the morning, the oven is about 270 degrees. Perfect temperature to cook our bread. So no flame, nothing. We just get rid of all the ash, make our bread here, put it in the oven, and 45 minutes later it's done. So that gives a nice crust.
Yes,
to
I
it
know, yes.
because of the
The bread
temperature.
here is delicious. It really is lovely.
So this is our pizza ready. As you can see, it's you've got some nice color to it, and
Fantastic.
all the flame, a little bit burn on the side, which gives a little bit of flavor. So
That is amazing. That is beautiful.
so we just use fresh ingredients. That also makes a big difference. So that's why our pizza are also different.
Definitely. Well, I can see that. I can see why the restaurant is always so busy. That's super. Well, I think we'll have to get tasting the director and I think
now you
so.
have to try it, I guess. That's the best part of
That's
it.
the best part. Okay, so we'll have a little taste.
Yes,
Okay.
I think you some.
This is the best bit. Oh well. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Barry, you got to try
Okay,
this.
it's my turn now.
Should we keep some for Gavin? He's on a diet.
No, he's on a diet. Well, I have to say, this looks incredible. In fact, this looks amazing. And in fact, Stop the camera, I must eat this.
You have to finish it.